Hi, it's Mayor David Stahl with another edition of Business Spotlight. I'm real happy to be up here at Two Tower Center at the Atrium Executive Center, which just opened up here in East Brunswick. Beautiful spaces. I'm pleased to be joined with Laura Hart. Laura, why don't you tell us a little bit about this new beautiful executive center that's opened up here?
Thanks so much. We're so happy you're here. We've actually been in business for over 25 years. This just happens to be our newest location. We're headquartered in Mount Laurel, New Jersey, and we set the standard in furnished offices, virtual offices, meeting space, and business services.
Let's talk. You mentioned that you had one existing one and still in business down in Mount Laurel. Why'd you choose East Brunswick?
It's such a wonderful location. It's convenient to the Turnpike. It's convenient to New York City, Philadelphia. It's also a good location for reciprocal use for our clients that are in our Mount Laurel location who travel. The center's 25,000 square feet, and everybody who comes as a client or a guest of a client is greeted by a live receptionist. And the center is designed to cater to those who have a furnished office here, but also for people who are just meeting room clients or have a virtual office. It gives the illusion that when someone's greeted by a receptionist, that receptionist works for each individual client.
So then you have different types of clients that will utilize your space.
We do. We have furnished office clients, and that those would be companies that keep an office here and basically use this as their main location. We also have virtual offices which can range from just having your mail delivered here, just using the business address with a professional address and we'll collect your mail here. Or it can also be somebody who just uses our reception services. They can use a combination. We try to customize the solution that fits the business.
So if I'm a small professional who wants to, and I'm traveling and want to set up a meeting here in East Brunswick, what could you offer me?
You would be able to either have a meeting for an hour. You could schedule it if you want to do a week-long meeting. We have solutions for pretty much any size meeting that you want to have. We have a training center that's smart TV and has all the technology that you would need. Even just have a guest office. So if you just want to meet clients, once a month, if you have a home-based business, or if you're traveling and you just want to meet clients once a month, for example, you could do that where you just rent an office for the day.
And let's say I'm traveling without staff. Would you have the ability to provide the secretarial staff in the background office kind of help me out?
Absolutely. That's another big part of our business. We do have business services. In addition to the typical reception services, clerical services that you see at most business centers, we actually even take it a step further to really help small businesses. So we thought of all the different areas that people may need help with but can't necessarily afford full-time staff. So we do accounting services, we do bookkeeping, collection services, HR consulting, IT support, we have marketing, we have web design, and those are all things that can just be, by the hour. So it's as much or as little as a small business would need. We try to be completely flexible, and we try to customize for each individual client. We typically do shorter term leases. I mean, we do have people who sign annual agreements, but if somebody just needs a temporary space, we have one of the examples we had recently, an office building was damaged in a fire, and they needed probably about 5 months to get their space back up and running, so that we were able to move them in next day. We were able to set them up. They were here temporarily, and there's never any obligation. We've also had some clients who've been with us for 10 years on a month-to-month lease because they don't want to make the commitment, but they know that they can stay as long as they need to.
And in terms of the office space, I mean, obviously you have just the basic meeting rooms, but certainly you have for those people that need to use, let's say, the ability to have like a conference with other facilities outside here, maybe telephone or video conferencing, that is also available?
Yes, we do. We have state-of-the-art smart TVs in all of our conference rooms, and we also partner with A&A Court Reporting to provide video conference at our center. Yep.
And we know that in the business world, it's not always just the office meeting that's important. It's also the ambiance. And so talk about the other facilities that you have here, because we're actually in a beautiful area right now.
Yeah, this is really important in our design of the space. We put a lot of time into making sure that it worked for people who have an office here, people who want to come here temporarily. We're sitting right now in our lounge area, and this would be a space that would be used by somebody maybe who's a salesperson. They want to stop, check their messages, maybe send some emails. They may even want to meet a client here. Maybe they don't want to do a formal meeting room or a formal office. That it's a little more casual. They can meet clients here. Sort of, you can think of it as a cafe or a coffee house type situation, but it is a professional environment where they can have, assistance at any time. We are staffed here Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 5, but the clients that we have, whether it's furnished office or virtual offices, they have access to the building 24/7. And we can schedule, if somebody needed a night or a weekend meeting, we can certainly work with them and schedule that. The center may not be staffed, but we could certainly work around that.
Maybe you want to give us an example of who's a typical type client.
We deal with companies anywhere from 1 to 10 employees, sometimes larger depending on the time frame. Typical clients, we have a lot of attorneys, CPAs, wealth management companies. We deal a lot with entrepreneurs and startup businesses. We sort of feel like that's kind of our specialty, because we do have those business services that they can use incrementally as needed. And the nice thing about a startup company working in an executive center like this is that they can grow within their business but not have to change their address. So they can start off maybe with a small interior office, and in 2 years, they have a corner suite with 5 employees, and they can do that all seamlessly. They can make a move in a day.
What have you noticed about the reaction from your clients here, particularly at the East Brunswick location, when they see this beautiful view that they get here out of the executive center?
It's amazing. Every window has a gorgeous view. And we keep saying among ourselves, this is my favorite office. And then you go into another one and you say, this is my favorite office. And I think it just depends on, there's some views that are maybe more serene, others where you can see the turnpike, you can see New York City, the skyline on a clear day. So it really is a wonderful selling point for us.
And I think for the professionals that are using your office, I think it's a wonderful selling point for them to their clients.
Absolutely. And that's it. We're presenting the image, and the clients are able to then portray that to the outside world. And with this building as their address and this space as their home base, it really does make a big difference.
Laura, your executive center is obviously well suited for the professionals, but are there other type clients that you have?
Yes, we actually do have a lot of contractors who are clients here. We have contractors who just use our meeting space, and it instantly adds credibility when you have a professional conference room where you can, spread out your plans. It's very impressive. It instantly adds, some credibility to the fact that they are a well-established business in a nice location. We also have our reception service has the capability to keep contractors' calendars, so that saves them on administrative staff. So they can actually, when they answer the phone, they can schedule appointments. We try to have our reception staff really get to know their business so that it appears as if they're answering, from any location, and they're able to, intelligently hold a conversation with their client.
I'm sure many people watching this are fascinated by it. How can they arrange for a tour or just to get a hold of you for more information?
Our phone number is 877-287-4861. And also, if you want some more information, maybe some more details, we have great information on our website. That's atriumec.com.
Well, I appreciate you spending some time with myself and the residents of East Brunswick and showing off this beautiful executive center that you've created here. I think it provides a unique opportunity for our businesses, both here in East Brunswick and the greater Middlesex area, who have opportunities that would require them to have office space. It's a gorgeous space. The two-tower center building, is a gem in the Middlesex County area. This is not your traditional East Brunswick business we highlight so often here on these shows, but I would encourage anyone who has any needs for short-term or long-term offices to give Laura and her staff a call here at the Atrium Executive Center here at Two Tower Center. Trust me, just take a tour and you're going to be well satisfied as to the services they're going to offer. Thanks for watching, and again, take care.